Okay, you're about to meet a woman who gets paid to have sex, but Cheryl Cohen Green, she's not a prostitute, she's a sex surrogate, someone who helps others work through their sexual problems. And I know we're all thinking, yeah, that's what they all say, but Cohen Green does serious work, so much so that her life and her career have been now made into this big movie that is a contender for the top award at the Sundance Film Festival this week. So the film is called The Surrogate. It's about how Cohen Green helped this man by the name of Mark O'Brien, a quadriplegic poet with polio. He lost his virginity to her when he was 36.
So,
your money's on the desk over there.
yes, it is. Thank you.
That was the wrong way to start off.
It really was. Shall we start again?
Please, you start.
Although the aim is for us to have sex, I'm not a prostitute. You don't have to pay me up front. I have nothing against prostitutes, but there's a difference. We can talk about that later.
I'm sorry.
The other thing is, there's a limit to the number of sessions we can have. Did Laura mention that when you saw her?
I'm sorry. I don't remember.
The limit is 6, but that gives us plenty of opportunity to explore.
That is a clip of the film, The Real. Cheryl Cohen Green joins me live from Sundance there in Park City, Utah. Cheryl, it's nice to meet you. Just a little forewarning, we're an afternoon audience here. So as I go into this first question, what exactly is the job of do you call yourself a sex surrogate or a sex partner, sexologist? Tell me what's the right term.
We're called surrogate partners.
Surrogate partner.
And I'm a clinical sexologist.
Yes, I know. I read all about your training. What is your job?
My job is to help a person, and they're not sick or broken, they're just like all of us, me and myself included, to have a better understanding of their sexuality. We don't get a lot of good training and a lot of good conversation when we're growing up about it, and a lot of people come to their own sexual feelings and desires from a sense of shame and embarrassment. And it can get you into situations in your life where you're not feeling as good as you possibly can about your sexuality, and it can get you in trouble, considering people who are having problems with keeping erections, getting them in the first place, ejaculating too quickly or not at all with a partner, having very little sexual experience, and at a certain age, if you're still a virgin, there's an embarrassing feeling that you don't want to come across to a partner as inexperienced.
Okay.
And then we have a population of people, a lot of people need some tweaking, some help.
Okay, so you step in and you help them, and I've been reading a lot about your work and your field, and I understand it's very, very nuanced. I mean, the therapy you offer here, clearly, but for some viewers, I have to ask, Cheryl, what is the difference between what you do and the oldest profession?
Well, my intention is very different. My intention is to not have clients come back. It's an education process that can be a lot of fun. It can be anxiety-provoking, which is good because we work with the therapist around the anxiety that might be happening during our sessions. So the focus is to help a person go out into the world feeling much better about who they are sexually so they can share that with another person and not come back to see me again.
You have been doing this for 38 years. How many couples, men,
Yes.
women, have you counseled in those near 4 decades?
Close to 950.
Wow. 950, and a lot of them are referred to you from a therapist, yes?
They are all referred to me from therapists.
So
I've established. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you continue. You've established.
No, I was going to say I've established a relationship in the last 38 years with the best sex therapist in the Bay Area, psychologists who also have educated themselves in human sexuality, psychiatrists, sometimes urologists will call me. And if they do, and then I require the client to then be working with a therapist. I have the names of very good people, and I give them 3 names, and they can choose.
Okay, so now that we all understand a little bit more about what you do, I want to